All right, so today you guys received a coding packet and our little coding exercise, and this is what it is. I think that 2020 you have this in your workbook, but I didn't assign it to you, so I loaded it so 2019 would have it. But I'm gonna work some with you. And again, I want you to understand that I know this is upside down, but I just want you to see my processes of what I'm doing. So let's look at number one. It says biopsy of a superficial muscle. Okay, so what am I going to do first? CPT is closed. I want to go to my index, which is in the back, right? So how do I know what I want to look up? So what did we actually do? Biopsy of a superficial muscle. So we actually did a biopsy. And I'm going to just put a Post-it note over my answer right there. So you guys can't see that. I want you to be able to see my paper though. So when I read my scenario, or my example, it says biopsy of a superficial muscle. I automatically put 2 lines underneath biopsy because what did we do? Well, we did a biopsy. So I'm in the index. I'm going to go to the B's. I have it tabbed, so I'm just going to go over. And I am going to simply look for biopsy. So I found biopsy right here. Again, I know this is upside down, but you're just kind of coding along with me. So whatever manual that you have, whether it's the 2019 or the 2020, you're going to go to biopsy. All right, so that's where I need to be. That's what we did. We did biopsy. So what did we do a biopsy of? The superficial muscle. So superficial is an adjective describing the muscle. So I want to look for muscle. So I am going under biopsy to find the ends. And I found muscle. And it gave me a range. It says 20200 through 20206. Now, 20200 through 20206 does not mean R. It means it's from in that number range. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to put a Post-it so I can flip back to my index really quick. Well, I'm going to go to 20200. So I'm just looking at my numbers at the top. No, I'm getting close because it says 206 at the top, 20220. I know I'm getting close. Okay, so 20200 right here. Turn it around. I already have biopsy written there, so we know that we're in the right spot because there's biopsy. So 20200 says biopsy muscle superficial. So what does our example say? Biopsy of the superficial muscle. So your answer is going to be 20200. Matches up. All right, I'm going to turn my CPT back around. I'm going to go to number 2. Number 2 says radical resection of a 2.7 centimeters sarcoma of the soft tissue of the upper back. What did we do? Well, we did a resection. I'm sorry, I'm looking for my notebook. I have this mapped out, and I just want to make sure that I am in line with my map. If you guys can see, I've already mapped. This is how I map things out. Okay, so I'm going to go to my index. What did we do? We did a resection. So because I have my alphabet labeled, I'm simply going to go to my R's and open it up. So resection, so R-E-S, R-E-M. Resection, so I know I'm in the right spot. Resection is right here. So what kind of resection did we do? We did a radical. So within resection, I'm going to be looking for radical, and I have a whole section of radical. Okay, at first I looked for upper back, but if you look for back, back is not there, upper is not there. So I kind of had to search around a little bit. Sarcoma is actually our diagnosis. So I went to radical. So when we go to radical, a sarcoma is a tumor. It says radical tumor, and then it says soft tissue, and we have that in our example, soft tissue. And then what are we looking for? The upper back. So I just went to back. It gives us two choices, 21935 or 21936. So what do we do now? Well, we have to go back to our tabular, to our twos. So I am looking for 21935 and 21936. Okay, so when I look at this, 21935 says radical resection of tumor, example sarcoma, soft tissue of back or flank less than 5 centimeters, and then 36 says 5 centimeters or greater. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a 2.7 centimeter. So it's less than 5 centimeters. So our answer is going to be 21935. Okay? If it would have been greater, it would have been 21936. Okay, now I want to go to number 10. And number 10 says, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my index. Number 10 says, amputation, lower arm using Crookenburg procedure. Okay, so what did we actually do? We did an amputation. All right, so I'm already in my A's because that's where I opened up to. So we're going to be looking for amputation. So I've gone too far because I'm in the A ends. So amputation right here. Okay, what did we amputate? Lower arm. So arm lower. And so it gives me 25900 through 25905, and it gave me 25915. So we have a code range 25900 through 25905. So that's a range. And then we also have 25915. So let's go ahead and go back to our tabular. And we're looking for the 2 5s. So 26, 259. 25900, we have amputations here. So this whole little section there is amputations. So it gave us 25900 through 25905. So 25900, amputation, forearm through radius and ulna. Well, what are we looking for? We're looking for lower arm. I don't see a lower arm. But look at 25915, which was another thing, another code that our index gave us. It says Crookenburg procedure. Up, there we go, Crookenburg procedure. So 25915, because it was the Crookenburg procedure. Just for the sake of doing it, let's go back to our index and let's look up Crookenburg procedure. K-R-U. Crookenburg procedure, 25915. So if we would have looked up Crookenburg procedure, it would have brought us right there, right? Well, the way that I did it wasn't wrong. We just took a different side road to it. But if you would have looked up Crookenburg procedure, you would have went straight to it, which makes sense because what are we looking up? Procedures, and this was a Crookenburg procedure. I think I just want to keep saying the word Crookenburg because it's a funny word. Okay, so let's move on to number 11. Open treatment of radical and ulnar shaft fractures with internal fixation of both radius and ulna. Okay, so what are we actually doing there? What's going on? We're dealing with the fracture, okay? And we're dealing with an open treatment of a fracture. So I am going to go to fracture. So I'm just going to go back to my F's. Going to look for fracture. All right, fracture is huge, correct? So what was fractured? Radial and ulnar. I'm going to tell you now, radial isn't here, but radius is. So we're going to go fracture, radius. And then we have to remember, it's not just the radius, it's the radius and the ulna, correct? So I'm going to go with radius with ulna, and that gives us the code range 25560 through 25565. So let's go back to our tabular. Looking for 255. I've gone a little bit too far, so I'm just going to weed through. That's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm weeding through 25560. Okay, so 25560 says closed, but we already know that we need open. So 25560 is not going to work. And 25565 goes with 25560. Okay, let's look at 25574. It says open treatment of radial and ulnar shaft fractures with internal fixation when performed of radius or the ulna. Okay, but we know that it's and the ulna, correct? So 25575 says of radius and ulna. Okay, but let's match up some of our words. We know it's open treatment. And we know it's with internal fixation. And we know that it's of the radius and the ulna. So 25575 is my answer. Okay, so we're going to work one more together, and then the rest you guys are going to do on your own. So we're going to go to number 12, osteoplasty for shortening of both radius and ulna for adult Kinebox disease. Okay, so I'm going to go to osteoplasty because that's what we did. Here we go, right here. Osteoplasty. All right, I found my osteoplasty. Now, what are we looking for? Osteoplasty for shortening of both radius and ulna. Okay, so I'm going to look for radius again. Oh, there we go. It says radius and ulna, 25365 and 25375. Okay. I want to take you a little bit further. What if we said osteoplasty of ulna and radius? Well, let's see, osteoplasty, and then we go down to ulna, and it says and radius. So even if we do it radius and ulna or ulna and radius, it gives us the same two codes, 25365 and 25375. So it doesn't matter which way you read it. If you read ulna first and you went to ulna, it's going to have and radius. If you read radius first and you go to radius, it's going to have ulna, and the codes are going to be the same. Okay, so let's go to 25365. So back over here, 25365. Ostomy, ulna is 60. So that's just the ulna. And 25365 is the radius and the ulna. So I believe our answer is 25365. Oh, I'm sorry. It gave us two different, the ones that it gave us 25365 and it gave us 25375. So let's look at 25375. It says radius and ulna, but let's look at what 25370 says. Multiple osteotomies with realignment and ultra medullary rod, radius or ulna. Okay, so but that's not what we did. We did the ostomy. Ostomy and osteoplasty are going to be used interchangeably in this particular scenario. Hang on a second. I did this wrong. I love it when this happens. Let's look at 25390, 25391, 25392. So if we go just a little bit down, so osteotomy is not the same as osteoplasty. I was jumping to a conclusion there. Shame on me. You never jump to a conclusion. Let's look at osteoplasty, which is what we're looking for, correct? Is an osteoplasty for shortening of both radius and ulna. Okay, so let's look at 25390. Osteoplasty, radius or ulna shortening. Well, that says R. Then 25391 is lengthening with autograft. Didn't say that we did autograft. Then let's look at 25392. Osteoplasty, radius and ulna shortening. I think our answer is 25392. Let's check it. Osteoplasty, yes. Radius and ulna, yes. And it's for shortening. Yes. Why don't we do something that this is off the cuff. I want to look up Kinebox disease. Let's just see if there's something in here. It might be and it might not, but I want to know. So K-I-E-N, K-I-E-N, K-I, it's not. Oh, hang on a minute. Nope, it's not in here. So that's not going to work. You guys, give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. I think number 12 is 25392. What do you think? All right, guys, happy coding. Do your best, submit your answers, and we'll see how you do. Bye-bye.